All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game is going to be between 120 and Kaho, taking place here on Echo Isle version 2.2. Kaho spawned as the blue Night Elf on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, 120 spawning under the name Orange on the top left-hand side of the map. Should be a great game, getting up to that 2-minute mark. And, well, yeah, doing a lot of work, so I have to speed through these first couple of minutes and then be able to take care of family and take care of my W2 and required work things, training some people in India and my replacements in India, and being asked to do 7:30 8 a.m. mornings meetings. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. That's my little diary of the day that I seem to be doing for the past couple of days. I'll watch it later and check out my mental health as the Death Knight. Now on the move, this is what I was talking about earlier in yesterday's replay. Use an Acolyte or Ghoul or something else to get those skeletal minions and other units down faster. You can see because 120 did that, he can now use that Rod of Necromancy much more quickly, going after this Force Troll Trapper. Once it gets taken down, he'll be able to immediately summon up those additional skeletal minions. So using that cooldown and trying to wait through the cooldown when you can while in transit in order to get more units out onto the battlefield. You can see, I believe, second Rod of Necromancy already used, first Skeleton already on the move to do a little bit of scouting as this Ogre Magi about to fall. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter out moving across the map, doesn't have anything yet. No evasion, no mana burn, does have a Ring of Regeneration as a skeletal minion. Does a little run by to scout. Are we going to see a mana burn? Yes, we are. Death Knight going to try to engage her. Skeletal minion most likely going to get denied. There's a Wisp there. There's Immolation turned on as the Ghoul may be forced, to get a Death Coil there. There's another mana burn, and now the Death Knight has to be very, very wary. He needs to make sure he doesn't get mana burned one more time. If he does, then he's not going to, Death Coil straight up onto a long distance archer. Not the best maximizing, but still was able to get the job done here. All right, Demon Hunter going to end up getting surrounded, but a surrounded Demon Hunter with level 1 Immolation and a Ring of Regeneration can still deal quite a bit of damage. All right, Forest Troll Shadow Priest coming back across here, and did he turn off the Immolation? No, he did not, and now going to be able to retreat back, but the Haunted Gold Mine was canceled, and that is going to further delay things as Kaho is now teching to Tier 2. I would have thought Kaho would have tried the tech to Tier 2 a little bit more quickly, as that tech to Tier 2 would have unlocked stronger units, but instead behind this, he has his own Tree of Life that he wants to set up an expansion with. All right, dual archers, Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, easy damage on a Flesh Eater. Those Nightcrawlers really want to spread that poison across multiple units as we see the Ancient of Wonders now getting placed down. Where is that Death Knight? Death Knight going after the Ogre Mauler Creep Camp, I believe was a 5/4/4. Gives the Death Knight level 2 Unholy Aura Skeletal Minions, now tanking that damage. As the tech to Tier 2 not yet started, as we need to see Acolytes mosey on down to the southern side of this Haunted Gold Mine. Now, there's going to be a little bit of, reprieve in the action here as both sides are going to be spending their gold on tech and spending their gold setting up their expansions. In doing so, they're not going to have as many units out on the battlefield to beat each other up, so to speak. So that's why they're just going up against these creeps here. A little bit of action, right? When there's these computer-generated targets that have a purpose to be cleared out, it makes for interesting points of action, even though they're not engaging against each other yet. Kaho, Boots of Speed alongside that Ring of Regeneration. We do see Mana Burn and Immolation on that Demon Hunter. No evasion as they're going to cross each other here. Are we going to see a Mana Burn? There's a Death Coil. There's a Mana Burn, the 100-point Mana Burn as the Demon Hunter needs to consider his options. Going to continue to try and fight here. We're seeing a lot of damage go down onto that Ghoul. Ghoul down to 113. There's another Mana Burn. There's a Death Coil onto the Demon Hunter. And that was an important call. The Death Knight death coiling the Demon Hunter, Mana Burn only getting 1 point, and 120 purposely using the tree line of sight to dodge the Demon Hunter and being able to get that death coil off. In that instance, the Demon Hunter burned 1 mana onto that Death Knight, while spending 60 of his own and then being forced to retreat all the way back home to use that Moonwell. And you can see that the Moonwells did fill up a good amount of his mana as well. We're going to see a little bit of an engagement now. The Ghoul is able to easily stop this gold mine from being entangled as the Demon Hunter getting ready to dive in. There's a mana burn again. Are we going to see Immolation turned on? There we go. There's Immolation turned on as the units, the archers are now showing up to the party. All right, Ghouls are going to try to go straight for those units again. We're looking at a couple of evolves. Lolly's Demon Hunter trying to go after that Ghoul. Does get the shot off as the Skeletal Minions and these, Skeletal Minions and once more Ghouls retreat back away. All right. Once more, just constantly trying to get these little cancels off. Death Knight not able to dodge on through. You can see a Naga Sea which has been trained. And, well, 120 is sitting pretty high right now. He's mined a fair amount of gold, nearly 1,000 gold out of that gold mine. And now we're going to see that, well, Death Knight actually attack a little bit slower. All right, Forest Troll Shadow Priest was able to get away and now changed positions, rotated, and the Death Knight still taking large amounts of damage here, has no way out, and a 4-unit surround by Kaho on the level 3 Death Knight finishes him off. Death Knight getting resurrected back at the tavern in the center portion of the map. Things you can do when your opponent, well, when you have just significantly more gold. And we're going to be looking at a final attack there, finishing off another Ghoul. Death Knight now trying to make its way back off to the north here. We should be looking at Ancients of Lore and Dryads popping out of the woodworks in just a moment to try and slow down some of these units as the Naga Sea Witch trying to double back around here. All right, we're going to see some archers. There is some archers trying to get in some attacks here. There's a low hit point Ghoul, and, well, that is going to be a dead Ghoul unless the Death Knight wants anything to do with it. He does deny the experience, but going after that Naga Sea Witch would not have been a smart call. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter of Kaho diving in across in the side, the expansion here. These, well, remember, Acolytes are stationary when they are mining, so they're actually one of the easiest to finish off if it were not for that Blight. That Blizzard, well, buffed them on for their regeneration. Ogre Warrior going to get taken down here. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2 does have Fork Lightning already, and this game just seems incredibly fast in terms of tempo and pacing as the Demon Hunter still putting in pressure here. Gargoyles are out here on the battlefield. There's another mana burn. Demon Hunter doesn't have any way of tacking up right now, and that is the problem. Demon Hunter playing ring around the road or ring around the gold mine, trying to go after these units, and then the Demon Hunter will just be forced to retreat back, drink from all of these Moonwells, perhaps use a Nightstone. No Nightstone used, but we are on 2 bases versus 2 bases with Dryads now getting trained and a tech to tier 3. Naga Sea Witch does have a potion of greater mana. If it can get to level 2 or level 2 Fork Lightning High, thank you for the follow, Mike6488937. Hey, buddy, I'm also a streamer who wants to play to add me on Discord. I rarely get to play. I really rarely get to play, to be honest. The last time I played, it was just against the computer because none of my replays worked, and I still felt like, well, looking at some WarCraft 3. All right, coming back through. There goes a couple of gargoyles again. We're going to see the Naga Sea Witch perhaps get to level 3 here. No, not quite yet. There, we're going to see there's that level 3. And now with level 3, that Fork Lightning can really do large amounts of burst damage against those ghouls and those gargoyles. Those ghouls and those gargoyles are relatively lower on hit points. You know, that go wide strategy. And with the focus fire of the archers and dryads can really pick them off quickly. Crota is a boomer. Yeah. No, I'm not a boomer. I think I'm like the oldest millennial you'll ever meet. Huh? I'm an elder millennial, according to my lovely younger wife. All right, down across here, gargoyles getting ready to put pressure onto some of these wisps that are hiding. Dryad wants to be able to poke up there, unable to do that. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter sitting at level 4 is using Immolation effectively to help clear out these creep camps as the Naga Sea Witch picks up Claws of Attack +8. All right, the gargoyles are looking for ways to put pressure. But it feels like the wisps are just pretty much all hiding all over the place here. And the gargoyles may be able to pick off some of these, 1 or 2. But remember, this is a 10 supply army that's wandering around right now and just taking down 1 or 2 wisp. Is that a strong investment? There's a lot of wisp down here. Perhaps this is the place that they want to go. as we're looking at the Demon Hunter going off to the north here. Kaho, Ancient of War, tanking damage from that Rock Golem and ready to go. The kids now call Boomer anything over 35. Yeah, that's just... Yeah. That's... I don't know, it feels like they've taken that word and tried and changed it. And like, you keep on, like, you're redefining words, which is, you know, what language does as it evolves, right? Words change in their meaning and adopts, like, they literally change. But yeah, that's just how it goes, right? But knowing the source of the word is also helpful. I was talking with some high schoolers and they were telling me the word Riz, and I'm like, yeah, I know what Riz is. And they're like, how do you know? And I'm like, do you know the root word for Riz? Do you know where it comes from? And they had no idea. Anyways, Fan of Knives coming across from the Warden here. So not a solo Warden, but a third hero Warden. Something that you don't see very often, but very effectively pairing with the Naga Sea Witch here. Now, the Warden needs to be able to get off some more Fan of Knives. Archers are getting shot down here. 60 supply compared to 70. There's another mana burn. Are we going to see some more, Fork Lightning and Fork Lightning and other charges there, but the damage doesn't seem to be, stacking onto those gargoyles at all. Perhaps a Panda's Breath of Fire, that cone attack would be a little bit easier to aim as opposed to the randomness and just surrounding the Warden in gargoyles. There goes another round. There's a Staff of Preservation for the save, as the Naga Sea Witch does have a potion of greater mana, but has to be very wary at trying to go after this here. Ghoul's going to go ahead and finish things off here. Dryads, Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now has an Orb of Venom, has a way to attack up as 120 putting in the pressure. Here we are, here we go. There's going to be some more Fork Lightning. There's that potion of mana used that we expected. Demon Hunter now attacking up here. Lich now up to level 3. Going to have access to Frost Nova. Demon Hunter may want to try and mana burn that Lich in a moment. Warden gets taken down, and now there's a mana burn onto the Death Knight instead. Frost Nova could be going down. There goes another Fork Lightning there, and there's that Frost Nova that I was warning against. More Dryads showing up. Naga Sea Witch trying to slither her way back into range of all of these all of those Moonwells, as the Demon Hunter trying to finish off unit after unit. Lower hit point gargoyles are hiding off onto the side here. Naga Sea Witch does use another Fork Lightning and able to put pressure again once more. 45 supply compared to 60. Warden not getting regenerated. Hippogriffs are now joining in on the battle in order to provide sight onto the high ground if those gargoyles do get away. We don't see any obsidian statues. There's that mana burn, but too little, too late, really, as the Demon Hunter gonna head across here, get a little bit more mana. Perhaps the Naga Sea Witch would like a little bit of mana as well. Demon Hunter does have Boots of Speed. All right, are we gonna see a slicing attack? The Death Knight's Unholy Aura. That is some very, very fast-moving units, as the Demon Hunter takes a round of volleys from the Gargoyle and now backs away again. Do you have... we've been married for 18 years, so yes, I have Riz. All right, Naga Sea Witch gonna go ahead and fight back here. I can still make my wife giggle. All right, let's go ahead and come back around here. Dryads putting pressure back here. Demon Hunter, one gargoyle, pretty much not figuring out the memo that they shouldn't be going in that direction, and we're going to see another gargoyle get taken down. There's another mana burn once more. Fork Lightning going to go thrown down here. Demon Hunter, however, absolute pincushion, taking all of that damage from those gargoyles. Demon Hunter going to get stabbed at preservation back home. We need to start seeing some rejuvenation from Druids of the Claw to get this Demon Hunter to stick around in these battles. All right. Yes. Coming back through, Demon Hunter making its way over. We're going to see some more repairs. Demon Hunter continuing the fight. Dryads now show up. We're going to see some more attacks here. Demon Hunter trying to finish things off. There's going to be a Gargoyle versus a Gargoyle and a Dryad exchanging blows again. Naga Sea Witch low on mana, so that's really been the problem, not being able to use that burst mana effectively. All right, the Warden has not been resurrected. Kaho stepping back from that particular strategy, as Kaho's expansion on the southern side going to get pressured and perhaps taken out, but you can see another one off to the north is trying to be established. Naga Sea Witch as the third and final hero from Undead. Here we are looking at a Clarity Potion on the Naga Sea Witch. Yeah, I believe maybe Breath of Fire with that cone area effect would have been better against these gargoyles. All right, there's a mana burn right there. Dryad's going to try and show up, getting a little bit of pressure. What is this Druid of the Claw doing? He should perhaps just be staying back at home in Druid form and allowing rejuvenations to go down. There's another Staff of Preservation for the save, retreating back again. And you can see the Demon Hunter is still just taking large amounts of damage and needs that rejuvenation. Kaho gonna lose this Tree of Life. It's gonna fall down. It goes 63 supply compared to 53. All right, coming back through. Gargoyles clearing things up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ogre Warrior going to get taken down. Demon Hunter now sits at level 5. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 4. Lich is sitting at level 4 and may get to level 5. Well, level 5 would be level 2 Dark Ritual, meaning even more pressure here. All right. And, well, 120 does spot that there's an expansion off to the north, trying to be built. Demon Hunter does get a rejuvenation here, and this expansion is going to end up getting, well, shut down before it's able to properly operate. Kaho now in some serious trouble. 53 supply over 50. And really, the question is whether or not the Naga Sea Witch can really burst down those gargoyles unless it gets to level 3. It's kind of a chicken or the egg situation. It needs to get to level 5 in order to be able to burst them down. But until it kills gargoyles, it can't burst them down quickly. Gargoyles hanging off on the backside here. We're looking at 52 over 70 supply now. Plenty of Moonwells. Doesn't have the improved Moonwell blessing. And we're going to be looking at some, well, Demon Hunters trying to drink as well. Druid of the Claw going to get a rejuvenation off onto that Demon Hunter. Gargoyle's going to be putting in pressure from behind here. Here we are. There's some Wisp. There's a little bit. One attack. Damage, putting back the other way, and that is just going to be the game. Kaho knows that. He's going to be forced to stay and fight inside his base. Economic advantage would just continue to grow for 120. Great game. Undead not using a single obsidian statue, just using gargoyles very effectively. Kaho with a questionable pickup with the Warden over the Panda. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below.